A little slice of paradise. Clarence T.C. Ching Athletics Complex in Honolulu. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the North Dakota State Bison and the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
North Dakota State's head coach told me before the game he understands coming off that emotional upset win against the #1 team in the country last week could add a lot of fuel to their fire, but he does not want them focused on that. If they're focused on what they did last week, they won't be locked in and do their job this week. Worry about yourself is the advice that this team got from their head coach this week. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. They tried to get the wall set up for him, not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. Gonna run it. It's Barfield. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. All right, guys, let's talk for a second about Hawaii. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a three-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this three-star offensive lineman who was very highly recruited, that was a massive win for this head coach.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line.
Ready. Go.
The handoff. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Let's take a second to think about Hawaii. With just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You've still got to deal, and you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead, potentially, but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now it's about finishing the season. To be at the top is awesome, but you can't lose a conference game or two conference games and get yourself out of the mix here right at the end when you're so close to the finish line.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Caught. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down on that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be 4th down. They'll move the wide receiver. Making the adjustment.
Sweep.
Snapped on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He goes down immediately, but boy, he knew where he was on the field, just enough to pick up the first down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver.
Oh, a lot of space. And he's in, pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown, Hawaii.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
Running inside, it's Scott. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Brown will throw it. Fires quickly. At the 40, there he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get
open field on the right. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. They're all over it. Left side is Myers. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, North Dakota State.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And they did tack on the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Let's see what he can do with the return. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Rainbow Warriors offense comes out ready to go on the attack. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Palmer.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Hits inside, it's Barfield. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. North Dakota State sends the offense out ready to get things rolling on this drive. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Right back to it. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
They'll run it. It's Scott. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the 2nd quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. On the ground, it's Scott. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Out wide right, it's Scott. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this 3rd down.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal.
Here we go. Ready? Go, go.
Drives inside. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes a catch. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the 1st down. And the Rainbow Warriors want to pick up the tempo. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding. 1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Keeps it and gets past the chains. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Rainbow Warriors with the 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Setting up the screen. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Freeze, go!
Drops back on first down. Makes the catch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Quarterback changing the play. On the run, it's Barfield. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Out wide left, it's Myers. There he goes. At the 30, the 20, inside the touchdown, North Dakota State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
That's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Straight ahead, it's Barfield. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. The Rainbow Warriors are in the hurry-up. Fresh set of downs going up top.
You ain't getting by all these guys.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this, baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Changing the routes with his receivers. From the red zone, looking for a space. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Long way to go on second down. This time it's complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. He's got it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Cuts it upfield. It's Scott. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Brown wants to pass. Escapes the pressure to his right. Trying to make magic with his feet. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Going with the ground game left. Got the 1st down. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, North Dakota State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the 1st half.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And that was some way to cap it off with a 42-yard touchdown jaunt. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Making the adjustment on the play. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Right side, it's Harris. The Rainbow Warriors call timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Rainbow Warriors can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Throwing right. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
He's got it inside the 30. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Hawaii. Rolling into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Coaches talk all the time about finishing halves. Man, that is perfect execution down the stretch. Take the lead, take most of the clock, and you get the ball coming out. Way to close this first half. Great execution.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To the back. Stopped in the backfield as his defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We begin with Louisville taking on the North Carolina Tar Heels. And it's the Cardinals in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten.
North Dakota State sends the offense out ready to get things rolling on this drive. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, David.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half, say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help some, alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
Looking for a crease. It's Scott. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Fires to the big fella. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Plowing ahead on fourth down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And it's a good choice because he gets it, but I think it's a good choice all the time. When you get towards midfield, you got to be aggressive. It's about scoring points. 4th and inches, I can get inches. I've worked on this. I've practiced this. Nice job by the offense. I like the aggressiveness.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Collins. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. Quickly out to the tight end. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on third and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Now on first down from the 40. Sells the run, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Turning it on. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And after that last completion, left them with just a yard or so to go for a first down. How will they attack on second and short? He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. He'll try to do it himself. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run it on first and goal. Touchdown, North Dakota State! And that one will give them the lead.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Barfield. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. The Rainbow Warriors headed quickly to the line. Second down to the air. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down and run. At the 45 on his way. Keeps it himself and gets the first. There he goes. He's out of bounds at the 12-yard line, and that is why explosive plays can change games.
And this is exactly what happens when you don't keep a fast quarterback in the pocket. Man, you got to keep him inside that tackle box. Don't let him dance. Don't rush upfield. A lot of times that's the responsibility of the defensive lineman, because now you see, now the linebackers, the secondary, everybody's chasing him, and he has the ability to go to the house, to make the big plays. That dude's got some jets.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for space. It's Barfield. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying, because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Right at the line. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. Scoreboard operator better stay loose. Plenty of time to go here as we start the fourth. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down.
Ready. Hydro.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Needs it here on fourth down. Rush right in his face. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Brown will throw it. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to the right side. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
On the move. Oh, he's got some space. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the boot, looking for his man. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Brown wants to pass. Finds his tight end. Open space at the 25. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Break.
This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play.
Ready. Blue 22. Blue 22. Go.
From the red zone, it's Mitchell. Maybe some room here. Touchdown, North Dakota State. They move on top here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown and, more importantly, take the lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. Looking for blockers. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Harris. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Timeout called on defense. 2:05 remaining on the clock, so they're hoping to save a few seconds once we get to the 2-minute mark. And the Rainbow Warriors look to keep this drive humming. Quick give. It's Barfield. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's changing the play. Might as well run him again. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
2nd and long here. looking to throw. Gonna take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Honestly, I don't think in this situation of the game you need to be taking shots that far down the field. You need high percentage throws. You need to be able to play pitch and catch and move this ball down the field, down a possession late, to put yourself in an opportunity to win.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And his throw is incomplete.
And this D, man, right when you needed it. You gave up some yards. It wasn't looking good for a little bit. But late in this football game, you needed to get a stop on third down and put the emphasis on the other side. And now, decision-making time on fourth down. But this D bowing its neck up when it got closer to the red zone.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Got to make the play on fourth. Looking for a huge play. Grabs it. Touchdown, Hawaii. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the fourth quarter for the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Brown will throw it. Out wide right, it's Mitchell. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Yeah, and this offense knows what it's like. This is the 2-minute drill. We got to keep the pedal to the floor. Nice job getting the first down.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
Good execution by this offense. Now we need to rush, but not be in a hurry. Still got some time left. Got to move the football a long way down the field.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot. And that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. They convert the fourth down, but back to the line with no time to waste.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory.
Man, really good job by the wide receiver understanding. I don't have timeouts. A few extra yards are not going to help my offense, but stepping out of bounds, stopping the clock, getting the first down, continuing to keep this drive alive to try to come over here and take advantage and maybe win this game.
Brown wants to pass. Stepping to the right. Lets it fly. And it's picked off at the goal line.
And how about the defense coming up with a big play late in this football game? Offense trying to put something together. But, man, they anticipated pass. They played with great vision in the back end, broke on the football, Palmer, and they called game.
Yeah, they had the lead. They knew the offense was probably going to have to be throwing the football to try to get back in this thing, and everybody's eyes on the QB. What a great job jumping in front of the pass. Forget knocking it down. Catch the ball, pick it off, end the game.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.